Well, ladies and gentlemen, you might have realised why Mr. Simon Bennett, when he did his introduction right at the beginning, got so tired and emotional. But you'll also be realising now why Mark Harrison has actually been nominated a number of times for Best British Blues Acoustic Blues Player and Best Original Songwriter as well in the blues in the UK. So we're very lucky to have him here, ready for the second act. If you want to get any of the albums, then make sure that you do. There are now 6, and Mark does an album every 2 years. So they are, every single one is absolute masterpiece of kind of observation of what life is like now, done in the blues style. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mark Harrison Band.
I ended up winning Pratt of the Year though. Yeah, could have a little bit more on it, Dave. A bit more on the guitar, please. Right, we'll rattle off some more tunes before the curfew. This song's called All Rise. I think most people, if they were forced to justify themselves on some kind of judgment day, would say, wow, I've done maybe 1 or 2 fairly small things that maybe I shouldn't have done, but basically I've been all right. And this includes some of the world's most horrible people. Song's called All Rise, and yeah, there's a lot of blues songs where there's a guy in front of a judge. Morning, Judge, hope you're feeling fine. I'm just standing here and it's decision time. Ain't done nothing you might call a crime, just some wrongs when I got out of line. No more to say, I rest my case and all right. Judge, I ain't done no harm. I'm not deserving of the county farm. Ain't killed no one, never have been armed, and I don't go around with no voodoo charm. No more to say, I rest my case and all. No need to be mean. Times were hard and I was pretty green. I plead guilty to some minor misdemeanors. I'm not the worst man that you've ever seen. No more to say, I rest my case and all right. And all right. very much. One of my least favourite songs of all time, we've all got this kind of list, haven't we? I can't stand You've Got a Friend, for example, fuck's sake. I particularly can't stand My Way. And My Way, as you probably know, is it not the most played at funerals of blokes songs? I had a cousin, Colin, who died a few years ago, and instead of his funeral being at Coventry Crematorium, it was at Nuneaton Crematorium. And my family said, whoa, it's okay, you'll like it. You'll like it at Nuneaton Crematorium. It's got a nice picture window. Stuff that people say. Oh, look at that nice window. I can forget that it's a bloody crematorium. And my cousin Colin, it turns out, I had no idea, went to Vegas every year. I had a whole other life in Vegas with showgirls and the like, apparently. He was from Nuneaton. So there's hope for anyone. And he went out, he went through the curtains to My Way. I'm more prone to the odd bit of self-doubt than that song. So this song's called By the Side of the Road, and so it's My Way for Prats. Many times I have been stupid. Many times I failed to see. Oh, and often I have struggled just to keep some dignity. Doesn't matter now, let the ill winds blow and take some rest by the side of the road. Many times I've been in motion when I wanted to be still. Many times I kept on going long after I had my fill. Doesn't matter now, let the ill winds blow and take some rest by the side of the road. Work to do, it must be done. Calm the sun. Work to do, it must be done. Calm the sun. Many times I took the wrong way. Many times I trudged uphill. Many times I've been mistreated and confined against my will. Doesn't matter now, let the ill winds blow and take some side of the road. Thank you very much. I had this woman friend once. And one time she said to me, there's this thing that apparently women know, which afflicted her, which was that if she was ever in a relationship that was going well, she would suddenly have pop into her head the worst possible thing you could say in those circumstances that was bound to completely and utterly destroy this thing. And she knew, she had no idea why it came into her head, but she knew she was going to say it. And so, indeed, she would say it. And that was the end of that relationship. Now, I had no idea about this phenomenon, and I am simply reporting what I was told. She said it's very common. And perhaps for some of us that might explain a few things. But I don't know if it's common, I just know she told me this. A little while later, she met some bloke that she was crazy about, if that's still a phrase, and got engaged. And I happened to notice on social media that she was no longer engaged. So I sent her a message and I said, was that your decision? And she wrote back the following: no, I think I let the crazy out the bag too soon. And what I like about that is the idea that it's too soon, like there's an optimum moment for the crazy to come out of the bag. So this song is called Don't Let the Crazy Out the Bag Too Soon. I'm just passing this on. Don't let the crazy out the bag too soon. Don't let the crazy out the bag too soon. Don't let the crazy enter the room. Don't let the crazy out the bag too soon. Has the smell of doom. So don't let the crazy out the bag too soon. That crazy makes you say those words you know will wreck your world. Makes you say things you don't mean, and that should not be heard. Out the bag too soon. Don't let the crazy out the bag too soon. You know that crazy can't escape. It wriggles from your grasp. You know the damage it can do if you can hold it back. Out the bag too soon. Don't let the crazy out the bag too soon. That person that you care about will not be on their guard. And when that crazy bursts right out, they're gonna run so far. Out the bag too soon. Don't let the crazy out the bag too soon. Don't let the crazy into the room. Don't let the crazy out the bag too soon. That crazy has the smell of doom. out the back too soon. Don't let the crazy out the back too soon. Don't let the crazy out the back too soon. Don't let the crazy out the back too soon. Thank you very much. Whole other topic now. It's probably not any topics related to that one anyway. So this is a song about how things change, and of course everything's changing now. And a little while ago I went and did a gig in Bury St Edmunds. These guys weren't with me then, they must have known something in advance, because I'm sure Bury St Edmunds is a nice place. But you only judge places when you do a gig there. It's very unreliable information, isn't it? And that's pretty much the only time I've been scared of an audience, because it seemed to consist entirely of people featuring in one of those documentaries that ends "from hell." At the end of it, this American guy came over, a young American guy, and anyway, I had a long conversation with him, and because I'd mentioned coming from Coventry and that, he asked me what I knew about Detroit. I said, well, it's like bigger version of Coventry was. In fact, there was a brief period when in Coventry they tried to call Coventry the Motor City, perhaps to try and give it a bit of mystique, a veneer of American culture. It never caught on, needless to say. And before they finished trying to call it that, the car industry had vanished. And I was there at the time, I think, and there used to be a whole row of car factories. And he asked me if I knew what a toolmaker did, and I said yes, because there was a row of toolmakers factories near where I lived. And I went away one weekend, and when I came back, they'd all become Sainsbury's. And this is how we knew, because I don't remember a national conversation about the removal of industry, and that's how we knew. But apparently it carried on in America for longer, and died in 2008 in Detroit. At any rate, it died there for his father. And America's a brutal country, and he lost everything, the house and everything. And it turned out that, unknown to his family, he had bought some little cabin in the middle of nowhere in the state of Michigan, and so the family had to move there. And that's where this song ends. It was a longer story, but that's the part in the song. And you know, I was thinking that these things do happen, and things that you think are permanent can vanish relatively quickly, like so many industries here did. You know, there was a time when you wouldn't have imagined no car industry. Where I came from, no steel industry in Sheffield, and etc., etc. These things were simply, when people worked in them and lived there, there was the whole life, and nobody imagined it could go quickly. And we're told that we're supposed to be geared up for all that kind of thing, but how can you be? And it depends on where you are in the lottery of life, how much it affects you, I guess. So it's worth thinking that you could wake up on Monday morning and discover that all of a sudden there is no IT industry, and that management consultancy has ceased to exist. And obviously, we'd all be distraught, wouldn't we? The song's called Toolmakers Blues. You can build up a structure, run some children and a wife, Motor City blues in the morning. Well, that's alright for me. Till ya hear the rumors about how it's gonna be. Well, we're all at sea, floating on a ship of fools. How can you be a toolmaker when nobody's nobody's buying tools. Oh, they closed down the factory, put us all out of a job. No problem for the people who chose to kill us off. Motor City Blues in the evening. What am I gonna do with all those skills that nobody wants to use? Because one man's pile of garbage is another man's trove of jewels. How can you be a tool maker when nobody's buying tools? When I had a bit of money, I bought a cabin in the hills. Now I moved the family up here, 'cause I can't pay the bills. Motor City Blues comes to haunt me as we sit here marking time. 'Cause you can't rebuild that structure when you haven't got a dime. Well, it's all a deadly game. Somehow I broke the rules. How can you be a tool maker when nobody's buying tools? Floating on a ship of fools. How can you be a tool maker when nobody's buying tools? Thank you very much. This next song is called Club of Lost Souls. It's about I guess if you ever come to a point in life where you have some kind of loss and feel adrift. I'm not. Join the club of lost souls. I'm a member now. Used to have a foothold, but that's all changed around. Now when the clouds are open, who will keep me out the rain? When I'm on the ceiling, who will get me down again? Oh, I don't know now. Oh, I don't know. Join the club of lost souls. I've been cut adrift. I'm standing with my hand out, but no one gives me a lift. Now when I've fallen over, who will scrape me off the floor? And when I want to get out, who will take me through the door? Oh, I don't know now. I don't know now. you ain't got no dignity. You can stand out with your hand out, but you'll get no sympathy. Now when I trip and stumble, who will catch me when I fall? And who will understand me when I make no sense at all? Oh, I don't know now. Oh, I don't know now. Well, I joined the club of lost souls. I'm a member now. Thank you. There was a great blues originator called Skip James. Anybody heard of Skip James? I should damn well think so in a blues club. Like all the other blues guys, he was rediscovered in the 1960s. And all the others were happy and smiley with their audiences because they were pleased to be rediscovered. But Skip was pissed off, very bitter about how his life had been. So he wasn't terribly happy on that rediscovery. So this song's about how he might have felt looking at his audience. What do you know about me? What do you know about my life? Well, I might be grinning at you, but I've been known to be handy with a knife. Now what can a poor boy do when a poor boy's poor because of you? I'm from another world, I've been in my place, I had a different life. It's all in my face, look and see. What do you know about me? I might have any life. Spent years in limbo land. What went on? It's better you don't ask. Now one thing we know for sure is what it's like on the killing floor. I'm from another world, I've been in my place, I had a different life. It's all in my face, look and see. While you're looking at me, you don't know my mind. Don't talk to me about love, all mine has been unkind. Well, you see what you wanna see, but my suffering's between me and me. I'm from another world, I've been in my place, I had a different life. It's all in my face, look and see. I'm from another world, I've been in my place, I had a different life. It's all in my face, look Keeping an eye on the clock. 2 more to go now. Well, they are both 40 minutes long. Another of the great blues artists was the Reverend Gary Davis. One of his signature songs, I guess, was Candyman. And I'm not going to do Candyman because I can't play anybody else's stuff because I'm not good enough to do that. Anyway, you certainly couldn't play it like him, for whom every bar was an event. Reverend Gary Davis was a great virtuoso ragtime player and mostly gospel. He used to sneak the odd blues song in because he came from this background where blues was the devil's music, and his wife certainly thought so. So apparently if he went round his house, he would play you gospel tunes until she went in the kitchen, and then he'd break out a blues song and abandon it when she came back out. I've lived that kind of life. Later in life, in the 60s, Reverend Gary Davis was hired to give guitar lessons to aspiring young white folk singers in New York City. And one of his pupils was Bob Dylan. Not sure that Bob got much out of those lessons. Reverend Gary Davis had a very difficult life, and because he was blind and dirt poor. And he said his kind of motto was, however much difficulty he had in life, he always tried to go nice. Which sounds like a decent idea to me. So this song's called Go Nice. Morning sun shining on the street. Whole lot of folks who can't get on their feet any day. Raging storm sweeping through the sky. Whole lot of folks got everything just fine. What's to say? Go nice if you can. Go nice like the candy man. Gentle breeze floating through the fields. Whole lot of heartbreak, so many bad deals going down. Howling wind tearing down the road. Whole lot of good luck when the dice are thrown in shanty town. Go nice if you can. Go nice like the candy man. Go nice if you can. Go nice like the candy man. Driving rain, pounding on the street. Blind man singing for people who can see. Be like me. Boiling heat around the neighborhood. Blind man singing, message understood. You can be free. Go nice if you can. Go nice like the candy man. Go nice if you can. Go nice like the candy man. very much. I think you'll find that that will be next year's Eurovision Song Contest entry. Right, this is the last one coming. So I would like to say a very special thanks to Dave Thomas for organising this. Let's hear it for Dave. And also to his colleagues in this, Simon and John and Chris here at the venue. Thanks very much to the venue for all their efforts. It's fantastic for us to go and play. I'm really pleased that so many of you have come out tonight. I hope you've had a good night. I would like to say thank you to Charles Benfield on double bass. Ben Welvin on drums and percussion. These guys are brilliant. They're going to be talking about dropping me in the car park afterwards. It's a great joy to play with these two, and great fun for me. And they are going to feature on this last song now, which is called Shake the House. And they'll have solos in here. And you can't dance, unfortunately, otherwise I would ask you to do that, but none of that can happen apparently. But never mind, you could just imagine it like you imagine singing that song at the end of the first half. So thank you very much to all of you for coming out, and albums at the door, so please feel free to buy albums on your way out. And we'll get on with this so that we don't get arrested. Dave says he's never been in the back of a black Mariah. And neither have I, so perhaps we could go for it tonight. Spend your time in dives, live a fleeting life, sleep on people's floors and break unwritten laws. Never mind that now, never mind that now. All might cave in, but you can shake the house. All that trouble that you can't think about, all that mess you made, well, you can sort it out. Never mind that now, never mind that now. All might cave in, but you can shake the house. when I'm gone. Good enough, talk on your name tag. Got you crumpled like there and a crumpled back. Never mind that now. Never mind that now. Oh, my cave in, but you can shake out. Oh, my cave in, but you can shake out. You can shake out. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, doesn't get much better in this form of acoustic roots and this original blues music. Mr. Mark Harrison and the band. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just about got time. Would you like one more? I thought you might. Thank you very much indeed, gentlemen.
Thanks very much. Okay. All right, we'll do a quick one. It's called Panic Attack. My whole life's been one big panic attack. Take one step forward and a howling wind will drive you back. Feeling jumpy all the time, groping for the starting line. Singing, oh, how long? Oh, how long? Got 15 landlords standing in a line. Well, they gotta get theirs, but tell me, baby, when do I get mine? Now to feed someone to pay, and empty pockets every day. Singing, oh, how long? Oh, how long? But in no man's land, you can't hear a sound. But another dawn raid, it sure will come around. Poke your head out, hear a crack, and ducking down to dodge the flag. And oh, how long? Oh, how long? Oh, how long? Oh, how long? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mark Harrison Band.
Thank you very much.